Good afternoon, class. Today we are going to learn on how to minimize food wastage in the kitchen. Welcome. The following are tips on how to fight food wastage in the kitchen. Tip number 1, you freeze the leftover food. That is, when you cook too much food and it remains, you keep them in the fridge. Tip number 2, you put an expiration date on every food that you buy. That is to ensure that you know when the food is good to eat or to cook. Tip number 3, you buy only what you need. That is, you avoid buying impulse food. Next tip is proper handling of food stuff. That is, handle raw meat, poultry, and seafood carefully to avoid spreading bacteria. In this case, you can use separate cutting boards and utensils for raw material and cooked food. Next tip, plan meals. That is, you plan your meal for a week ahead, taking into account the ingredients you only need and the ingredient you already have and what you need to be used up. Next is you make a shopping list. Before going to the grocery store, make a list of items you need to use, sticking to what you will actually use. The next is portion control. Serve appropriate portion size to avoid cooking more food than necessary. Next is practice FIFO. That is first in, first out. Arrange your pantry and fridge so that the older items are used before the newer ones to prevent them from expiring. Another is donate surplus food. That is, if you have excess food that you won't be able to consume, you can consider donating it to food banks or shelters to help those in need.